Folks, welcome back to Nostalgianomics. Today, we're going to get my take on some of the things happening around the market and some of the best plays that you can make right now. Also, at the end of the video, I'm going to go back to a previous video I made in August. It was a top 5 investment video I made. We're going to look at the top 5 things I said that were the best plays back then and see how they performed to give a little credibility to some of the things I say, because maybe Alex knows a little something about these markets. I don't know. Maybe he doesn't. Maybe he just got lucky. I'm going to wait. All right, let's go ahead, jump into it, guys. First off, I got to shout out today's video sponsor. It is Arizona TCG. They are your source for consignment on your PSA, BGS, and CGC cards. It's real simple. You pack up, send all your cards to them. They're going to sell them all for you. They run them through their 100% positive feedback, 14,000 items sold, 2.8 thousand follower eBay store. And meaning you are going to get all the eyes of eBay on them. They're going to go for top dollar. Also, if you're wanting to get an estimate on what you're going to get, they have this little calculator and you can guesstimate what your card's worth. And you'll see what you would get selling it yourself on eBay after fees and shipping and all that. And what you would take home with Arizona TCG doing all the work for you. So if that's something you want to take advantage of, guys, I'll leave the link in the description and the comment section below. All right, first up, we got to talk about Surging Sparks because it's definitely underperforming what I expected and a lot of others expected. But I do think it's going to continue to move. Let's talk about it. So you can buy boxes right now for about $210, $209, right? The cases are about the same. I don't think there's much case premium there. So the cases are, just under $1,250, right? So here's what you have to do, okay? You got to do a little bit of math. So if a box is $210 divided by 36 packs, all right, that's $583 a pack, all right? So you have to look at the other products that you can get packs out of. Well, we can look at sleeve blisters. So $848, all right, $848 divided by 144. So it's a little more than a booster box. And I'm going to tell you right now, when it comes to pack openers and streamers, I'm one of them. When it comes to opening product, if booster boxes are the same price as every other pack, people are definitely going to choose booster boxes. They're much easier to deal with. You don't have to pre-rip all those sleeve blisters. It's much easier. You have more guaranteed hit rates. People like them more. And so these are already overpriced in my opinion. We can look at ETBs. All right, ETBs. Now, you do get a promo card in ETB, but let's be honest, the promo card is not really worth that much. We'll say $3 at most. So the ETBs are going for $6.80 a case. So if we say $3 a card, there's 10 ETBs, that's $30. So we'll say $6.80 minus the cost of the promos is about $6.50 divided by, remember there's 9 packs in ETB, okay, times 10 ETBs a case, that's 90 packs, is way too expensive. Even after the value of the promos, way too expensive per pack. Streamers and pack openers are not going to buy these products, which leaves us with the booster bundles, which are going for $40. So if we take $40 divided by the 6 packs in those are way too expensive as well. Therefore, booster boxes are now the cheapest product to buy to open packs. And I'm going to tell you what, they are still getting opened. I run through anywhere from like 3 to 5 boxes still per night on my streams. I stream 3 nights a week, so do the math, anywhere between 9 to 15 boxes a week. That's a case and a half to almost 3 cases, or a case and a half to about 2.5 cases every single week. I would say I'm more of a mid-level streamer. I'm definitely not one of the big guys. I'll admit I'm not one of the smallest guys, but there's people that are smaller than me. There's people that are bigger than me. We're all still opening Surging Sparks every single week. These are going to continue to get bought out and opened. And as long as boxes become or remain the cheapest way to get packs, this is the product everyone is going to continue to flock to. They are continuing to get bought in mass. And people are not going to be buying sleeve blisters, ETBs, and booster bundles because they're overpriced right now. Until the booster boxes rise much higher, people are not going to go back to those products because it doesn't make sense. When given the choice, you're going to open a booster box over anything else if the price per pack is the same, if not cheaper. Also, the cards are very stable. The Pikachu stabilized higher than it was when it's dipped. It's not its all-time high, but it's still very strong in the mid to high 400s. We've got the Latias even higher than it was at release. It's dropped a little bit from its highs, but it's still higher than it was at release, stabilizing in the low 200s. And the Gold Pikachu is much higher than it was at release, and it's stabilized now in the 140s. So there's still a ton of value in the set. It's going to keep getting opened, and the boxes are going to keep disappearing. Maybe it doesn't hit the highs I thought it would, but I do think the box is going to continue to trend up later this year into next year before we see February, March, maybe with some new products. So I do think it's going to keep rising for the time being. All right, moving on. Shrouded Fable. I don't care. Laugh at me now. I don't care. I'm gonna show you some things though. All right, $300 in ETB case. All right. Here's the set. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 cards with a market price of over $20. Let me explain to you how rare that is. All right. Here is Paldean Fates. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards. 6 cards with a market value over $20. Now I get it. It's got the god tier chases of the Mew, the Charizard, and the Gardevoir, and even Pikachu. Those are much more popular than the Shrouded Fable Pokemon. I understand. That's why Paldean Fates is much higher in price. However, the deepness of the hits, not very deep. All right, you go to Crown Zenith. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. There's actually less cards in Crown Zenith that are over $20. However, I get it. These are much more popular Pokemon. They're much more sought after cards. I'm not trying to compare Shrouded Fable to these sets. Please don't get it twisted. I'm just saying it is a very deep set for a $30 ETB. Now, when compared to Pokemon Go, which people are trying to compare it to, Pokemon Go literally has 2 cards over $20. The Mewtwo's close. 2 to 3 cards with a $20 plus value, right? When you go to Shrouded Fable, it is infinitely deeper than Pokemon Go, right? It's got playable cards. It's got collectible cards. Some of these cards go for massive values when they're graded PSA 10s, like the Persian, the Houndoom, and some of these others. And when you're looking at the market price of $300, when every single other item, not most of them, every other set, whether it be the booster box or the ETB on the specialty sets, have all ran up in value and people are looking for opportunities. I do believe some and a lot of people are going to flock to Shrouded Fable eventually. And here's the thing, guys. Not everything has to be a moonshot, right? Some things can just be a low risk, which, guys, at 300 in an ETB case, your risk can't get much lower. This is lower or as low as distribution pricing. We're at basically the floor, meaning very low risk, infinite reward. Now, I'm not saying it's going to go to the moon, but think about this. Is it realistic that it could be a $40 or $45 ETB? Maybe. Well, that would mean you would be up 30, 40, 50% on your money. And honestly, I could easily see this going to $400 to $450, maybe even $500 in 6 months to a year's time. That would mean you'd be up 30, 50, 75% on your money in a year or less. That seems like a good play to me, especially with very limited downside risk. Not saying it's going to be the best set ever. Not saying it's going to outperform every other set. I'm just saying it makes sense at the price point it's at right now. Last thing I want to talk about is Sun and Moon Era. All right. Let's look at some of these sets that have ran up recently. Okay. Forbidden Light. Lowest list on TCG Player, $640. We have the recent sale at $600. Forbidden Light is a $600 plus box now. Forbidden freaking Light. Guys, this is Forbidden Light. There it is. Lucario, Greninja, Rainbow. That's the hits. You got this trainer. You got a gold card. There's really not much to chase. There's not much value in the set, but it's $600. All right. Lost Thunder. It's a $700 booster box. We got to look at the sales. $700, multiple sales. Tons of sales at $700. It's a $700 box. Okay. You look at the hits. You got the Lugia. You got the Mimikyu. You got the Suicune. After that, you got some trainers, some other rainbows, some full arts. I like the Tyranitar. There's just not much in Lost Thunder, but it's a $700 box. Celestial Storm. There's none listed on TCG Player. There's none left right now. On eBay, they're going for about in the mid sevens. So over $750 a box. Celestial Storm. I get it. It's got the Lycia. Okay. That is a huge hit. Tons of value. It's got the Rainbow Rayquaza. Huge hit. After that, it's got some lackluster trainers, some gold cards, some more rainbows. There's not a ton of deep value in this set outside of the 2 top cards. But Celestial Storm, $760 box. And then we've got Ultra Prism. Ultra Prism now, it's a mid $700 box, $750 for Ultra Prism. And you guys know it's really just a waifu set. It's got some top waifus with the Lily being hugely valued, the Cynthia and the Lusamine. Other than that, not a lot of deep value, but it's got the Lily Chase, so it's got the huge value. However, I do believe there is opportunity in the tag team sets. Team Up is outrageously priced. Cosmic is already running up into the thousands now. 1,000, 1,100, 1,200, something like that. Unified Minds and Unbroken Bonds had massive run-ups, and now you can see they basically went flat. They've went flat while all of these other very lackluster sets are all running, okay? The reason all these lackluster sets ran is because all of the tag team sets grew extreme amounts of value very quickly. Now, since all those sets have now caught up, it's my opinion those are probably going to start going stagnant here soon, and people are going to flock back to the tag team sets because these are now becoming, in my opinion, undervalued when compared to what the other sets are going for. When you look at these sets, this is Unified Minds. You got your waifu. The tag team gimmick, guys, is probably one of the best gimmicks Pokemon's come up with in its history. Especially with the trainer Pokemon, the partner Pokemon coming back in Scarlet Violet era. I do believe it's going to draw demand back to the tag team gimmick era, the Team Up, Unified Minds, Unbroken Bonds, and Cosmic Eclipse. Maybe, Hidden Fates. We're going to talk about that in a second too. But it's the tag teams that are so deep. You not only have the tag team alternate arts, which these were alternate arts started, guys. People love alternate arts. You've got the tag team rainbows. You got the waifus. The thing about tag teams, that's all right, even the regular tag teams, not even the full arts, have extreme value. The same thing goes for Unbroken Bonds, the tag team alt arts. You've got a set with Blastoise and a Charizard rainbow in the same set, got the tag teams Aurora Greninja. I mean, these sets are so much deeper and so much more sought after than those other sets, and I think the price points have went stagnant long enough. I could see both these running to $1,000 since these other boxes are so expensive. So these are also good picks for me. Look, might take a little bit, but I do believe those are good pickups for the time being. So that is what I'm looking at right now in the market, guys. If you guys want to know what Alex is looking at, I'll leave links to all these on eBay because they're a little cheaper, I think. We have Shrouded Fable cases at $304.99 from Sassiato. We've got Surging Sparks cases at $12.44 on eBay. We've got Unified Minds boxes, and we've got Unbroken Bonds boxes. I will leave all the links to those in the description if you're looking to pick any of those up. But before we go, I got to give myself a little credibility here, a little credibility check, right? If you're wondering if Alex's advice holds any weight, let's go look back at a video I made 4 months ago. It was called the Top 5 Investments of August 2024. Okay, if we go back to look at what I said, the first thing I said was alt arts. I even went on to show a bunch of different alt arts in the video of what I thought were going to be the best movers. If we go look at today, what happened since that video? Well, go back to August. Where's August? Right here. When everything was stagnant, straight up on Moonbryon. Go back to Garatina. Where's August at? August right back here. Straight up, right? Gengar, straight up. Lugia, straight up. It goes on and on and on. I didn't quite catch the bottom. August was back here. So I didn't quite catch the bottom on the Lugia, but it is still way up. And so that was the first pick I made back then, was alt arts. If you took advantage of that play, good for you. You're probably making a lot of money. The second play I talked about was Crown Zenith when it was $50 in ETB. If we look at Crown Zenith now, it is $57 plus 15 shipping. Lowest one listed is about $73 with shipping, $73, $74. Okay, and that is what they are selling for. And so $50 to almost $75, we're talking about almost a 50% gain already in literally 4 months on Crown Zenith. Just watching one of my videos, taking the advice, putting it to use. I don't know. Again, got lucky. Maybe I just got lucky. Scarlet Violet. I talked about the Gardevoir and the Merriam cards in Scarlet and Violet because I thought they were undervalued. The Gardevoir was at 25. The Merriam was just under 20 at the time. If we go look at how those are performing, well, Gardevoir, where's August? Where's August at? Look at that. I almost called the exact bottom. How did I do that? Got lucky. Straight up since then. If we look at near mints, let's see. Gardevoir, not about $30 card. Nothing crazy yet. We look at the Miriam since then. Near mint condition. August right back there, pretty much at the bottom. Miriam's up to like 25. So a good 15% gain on those cards. Not too bad. It was a good time to get in. If we go look at, I talked about Paradox Rift back then. Paradox Rift, it was, okay, there's Warring Moon. Paradox Rift was $102 a box when I said that. It is now $126 a box. Nice little 20-25% gain you could have made on Paradox Rift. and the one I got absolutely toasted for. People laughed at me for this. Ready for it? Ready for it? Hidden Fates. I called the Hidden Fates. Hidden Fates had been sitting for years. I called it in this video 4 months ago. Hidden Fates. Looky. August. Here's August right here, guys. Here it is. 177. Just to prove it, go back to the video. Where did I show it at? Let's see what I showed it in the video. Hold on. We got to see what the price was.
Rise this time. I'll tell you why. Stay with me.
There it is. 175 in ETB. Right now, lowest one on the market is 230 plus 2 shipping, 235, 240. We can look at what they're selling for. 240 last sale. Literally 175 to 240. You are talking, what is that, 30-40% gain you could have made in literally 4 months. So hey, all 5 of the plays I talked about 4 months ago in August in my top 5 investment video, they all panned out. So maybe I got lucky. Maybe I have a, kind of a feel for how these markets move. And so you can do what you want, but I do feel like, again, Surging Sparks booster boxes, based on the fact that we're not getting any more product till at least February, March time, and the fact that the booster boxes are now the cheapest way to open packs, I do think they're going to keep running. When we look at Shrouded Fable, risk to reward ratio, looking at how deep the set is, how many valuable cards it has, just makes sense at the price point. And when we look at those tag team sets, guys, the Unified Minds and Unbroken Bonds, if we are seeing those other boxes that expensive, I do believe those are going to be undervalued, and I think they have more room to run. So those are kind of the things I'm looking at in the market right now. Again, take it for what you will. Take it with a grain of salt. It's just what I've been seeing, so I thought I'd share it with you guys and give you my thoughts. Hope you guys all enjoyed the video. As always, subscribe if you're not, and I'll be back here in a new video soon. I am out.